We are giving you the first alert tonight on formal demands for state and federal criminal investigations to look into a Metro East hospital. Investigator David Amilati breaks down the new effort to launch fraud investigations into Gateway Regional Medical Center and its owners.
The legislative pressure has officially escalated into a criminal referral. State Senator Erica Harris and State Representative Elik have sent scathing letters to both the U.S. Attorney General Todd Blanche and Illinois Attorney General Kwame Raoul. And they're sourcing the receipts and 911 audio first uncovered by First Alert 4 Investigates as their evidence. The letters explicitly accuse Los Angeles-based owners American healthcare systems of misusing state and federal taxpayer dollars. The referrals state the hospital currently owes the state of Illinois more than $40 million in unpaid state taxes, penalties, and advance payments. That's on top of the $2.6 million in unpaid local property taxes, $600,000 for water, and $250,000 in unpaid power bills. In the letter to Todd Blanche of the Department of Justice, the lawmakers specifically refer to sworn executive testimony that millions of dollars were funneled out of Gateway to purchase hospitals in California, while Gateway struggled to meet its obligations in Illinois. And another report of ours about an unauthorized ambulance diversion when Gateway turned away a cardiac arrest patient. American Healthcare Systems disputes these allegations. Harris and Elik wrapped their letter to the DOJ saying, quote, "We are simply asking the Department of Justice to investigate whether taxpayer dollars were misused or improperly funneled elsewhere." The lawmakers make clear they are not asking for Gateway Regional to close, but stress an immediate inquiry into fraud and theft is necessary to hold the facility's LA owners accountable. The Illinois Attorney General's office says it cannot confirm nor deny an investigation. We did reach out to American Healthcare Systems owner Mike Sarian and hospital leadership through their rep for comment. We're still waiting to hear back. For First Alert 4 Investigates, I'm David Amilati.
And a late update on David's story. American Healthcare Systems just sent us a statement saying, quote, "We invite both legislators to visit Gateway, meet its leadership and caregivers, and see the hard work underway for themselves," end quote. You can see our full investigation on the problems at Gateway Regional Medical Center right now on the First Alert 4 app, on Roku, Fire TV, and all of our streaming channels.